Hello, everybody. Good evening. It is August 4th. I can't believe we are in August already. That is pretty wild. And now Gus is showing up, of course, like right on cue. I should just start saying, like, my cats are trained and they know the appropriate time when to show up and meow and say hello. So Gus also says good evening from down here. Let's hope he stays down there. You know he's going to end up over there somewhere. If you are new here, my name is Anne Marie. I am the AM of Handmade by AM Bevel, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and have been for over 10 years now at this point, which is pretty crazy to think about. And I do videos most Tuesday nights at 6:30 Central Time. Most of the time they are live, and sometimes I have them launching as pre-recorded. Denise is on. Yay, I saw you commented on the Facebook Live, and I was like, man, I hope she just makes it over to YouTube. Oh, I'm so excited that you're here, Denise. And I haven't seen you in forever. What's up with that? We haven't been to dinner in forever. We just haven't seen you. I hope you're doing well. So just to go through quick announcements before I do tonight's demonstration. One, the last chance products were refreshed today. What does that mean? That means that there are products that are getting ready to say goodbye permanently out of the catalogs and or online offerings. Some of those products are discounted. Some of them are not. It has to do with the level of inventory. So I always suggest it's always a great time to check the last chance items, one, for good deals, and two, to make sure you get those products that maybe you'd had your eye on for a while and you didn't want to miss out on them. So while supplies last, for sure. Yes, life does happen. I completely understand, Denise, but I'm glad that you're here tonight. I'm so excited. There is a new product of the month that came out today. Let's see if I can go to the correct slide. So this month's product of the month for August is the Glow of Harvest Specialty Designer Series paper. And it apparently has a pearlized finish on top to give it some shimmer. You can earn, or I guess you don't really earn, you can purchase the product of the month with your $75 order. You're only allowed one product of the month per order per product. So you can't place a $75 order today and then tomorrow place a $75 order and get the Glow of Harvest specialty paper 2 times. Now you are able to get past product of the month if those are available in the same month on different orders, but the product of the month is 1 per order. It's $5 to add it on. I did add this onto my order today. Let's see who else is here. Linda's here. Hello, Linda. And Mom is here, of course. So hello and welcome. I love fall, so I'm very excited to be getting this paper, and it is 12 by 12. It is 6 designs, 2 of each sheet. So that is the product of the month. Let's see, I am also still doing my Stamp Cut Emboss machine special to celebrate the Stampin' Hot Foil System. So if you purchase the Stamp Cut Emboss machine from me full price, save your rewards for when you buy the foil system, I will gift you an additional $20 in Stampin' Up! Rewards for purchasing that machine from me at full price. Then it's $140, you'd get $14 off of that order, another $20 from me, so that's $34 in rewards, and then you can use that to get your Stampin' Hot Foil System or any other products that you're interested in. You do have to have the Stamp Cut Emboss machine to use the Stampin' Hot Foil System. It will not work with your Big Shot. That's just the facts of the things. So if you've been in the market for a new die cutting machine, you should take advantage of this special that I am doing. This is the special through Anne Marie. I am also doing the ribbon shares and DSP shares for the September catalog and online offering. A lot of the papers are Christmas themed, several are fall themed, and there are a few that are all occasion, and the ribbons have a wide gamut. I think I mean, there's a red and white striped ribbon that is super adorable, and it's, I mean, obviously going to be great for Christmas, but, you know, you could use it for Valentine's, I think, just as easily. If you order both shares, I think I'm giving a $5 back coupon. If I get enough orders, I might double that. If I get enough people who purchase both, I might double that reward back to 10. So just keep, you're at least going to get $5 in Stampin' Rewards from me if you order both of the shares. It's a lot of paper and ribbon, and you can get it just 1 yard of ribbon and get that deal as well. For my local folks, I don't have the flyer up here, but my crop is September 12th at Christ Lutheran. I will have the foil machine there, demonstrating it with the potential of like an add-on little workshop just to cover the cost of my supplies for you to try it out yourself and make a project. Probably Christmas, because I pre-ordered Christmas foil dies. I'm so excited. Though I forgot to get, I got red foil, green foil, like a pearlized, like inside the seashell rainbowy thing. And there's a copper one, and somehow I completely missed adding that to the cart. So I'm going to have to do another order this month to get the copper foil. But I got some trees, like Christmas trees, and I got this great Christmas sentiment thing. I think all my Christmas cards are going to be foiled, one way or another. Between beautiful DSP and foil sentiments, we're going to have a very foily, shiny Christmas, maybe forever, because again, I'm in love with the foil system. Which brings us to tonight's project. Does feature some foil feature, but not maybe the main attraction today, because I wanted to show you some versatility here. Okay, checking for comments. I feel pretty good about that. Let's see how focused we are on the grid sheet. You know, it looks pretty good. And look at my mom's all in there like, make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe, all of the things. So the Butterfly Flight Hot Foil dies. I don't know if that's for the bundle or just for the dies. Probably just for the dies. It's bundled. It's bundled with stencils, which of course you can get these on your own. Or Stampin' Up calls these masks. I call them stencils. I don't think I can get away from not calling them stencils. This is what we're really going to feature tonight, but you can get both of them together and save 10%. And so on the dies, you have the butterfly, which is the hot foil die. And then all of these, this will cut out the hot foil. And then we have these two little butterflies are all tied together, but they cut out separately. And then some cute little greenery pieces, and then like the little antennae and things for your butterfly if you want to layer those on. Almost did that for one of my projects. When I get to it, I'll tell you what I was thinking about doing, and I'd love to hear your feedback. So, Stamp Club, we did use the butterfly die, the Butterfly Flight, and we foiled onto two-tone black, and we want to use our two-tone cardstock most of the time for the foiling because it's smooth, versus our 8.5 by 11 paper is a milled product, which means the paper fibers are like in a barrel and they, you know, in like a tub thing, and the color gets in there and it mixes all around and it presses it down and rolls it out. So it's color all the way through. Our two-tone cardstock has the white core because the color is printed on, which means this is a smooth piece of paper versus the milled paper has some little textures in it. And depending on what color it is, you'll notice if you have a lot of Stampin' Up! Cardstock, you might notice that some colors have more texture than the others. That's just part of the milling process. So over on Facebook, before being over here live, I was live on Facebook doing a little prep work for tonight, and I had foiled these butterflies, and this is, they call this the light pink foil. I don't know if that means to expect a hot pink, don't know, but they're calling it light pink. And as I pull this away, we get our beautiful pink foiled butterflies that just look amazing on black. Pink and black is spectacular. Now, coming next month for customers, I pre-ordered it today, is a large, solid, just plain plate that can be heated, and then which will make it much easier to use this negative on a full card. Do I have one sitting out here? Well, I have this is the negative of something else, but you can kind of imagine. This is what I did this using what I called the Anne-Marie sandwich. I'm very much looking forward to not doing the Anne-Marie sandwich and having the solid plate. Much better result. So I will be saving this. I'm gonna have so many butterflies. And then what we did in Stamp Club is we die cut out our butterflies and we made a card like this. So this is kind of a traditional, what maybe you would think of when you heard about the foiling system. We stamped the Flowers Fair on the background. This is on Last Chance. I don't think it's discounted. Also great for coloring. So we use this as the background. I use the perennial postage dies to do the die cut, and so the vellum is just over tone on tone, and we kind of did like one of those bug framed piece things, like a science deal where we just stacked 3. So Stamp Club people went home with a couple extra butterflies, and inside this wasn't tone on tone, this was actually basic gray, I believe, because then we stamped just the inside. So pretty simple. And then we used the gold on white on the Sweetly Sentimental. This is the one that I fully showed and peeled over on Facebook, so you can go watch that if you want to. I have like my little tripod over there, and I'm like ducking down to talk to you and so you can see. And so then I have all my sentiments in there. It's where I like to keep them. So I wanted to show you how that there are stencils, mask stencils. And so there's the little antennae. There's kind of this detailed one. Are they numbered? They're usually numbered. Yep. So this is the 1, the 2, the 3, and then the 4. So you can use them on your own, or you use them with the foil. So we're going to use them with the foil. And I have this on White Willow, which is the 12 by 12 two-tone cardstock equivalent of white, though it is white all the way through, but it's a very smooth white, and I have it in gold. Beautiful. And I'm going to come over with my Stampin' Positioner. So this is the new Stampin' Positioner. I like using this for masks. Let's see, can I do anything about the glare? I think that did not help at all. That doesn't seem as bad. Maybe if I do it off to the side here, so it's not quite as bad. I like using this because then I can use the magnets. So if you have a Misty or the old the old Stampin' Up one that, they got lawsuited and stuff. But I like this because I have a little deal up here, but it's not going to be the same. So I'm going to line this up. But then I can use my magnets to hold the mask down and the paper as well, which is fantastic. And I think I have different colors. I have my blending brushes over here. So I have Daffodil Delight. And that's going to be the first color. These masks are great. They usually come clean, right? Just running them in the sink with water. Maybe take your Stampin' Chamois if you have to rub it a little bit. And we can just color in. Now we could come through with our blends or something, or our colored pencils and color these in, but why when they give us these great tools? So there's the first bit. And then I'm going to come through with this next one. And again, I'm going to make sure I get it lined up. And you know, it might help to put a little post-it note or something. Maybe I'm going to do that because it's very wiggly giggly. These little guys are great. So I'm just going to like, so my paper, this doesn't shift around quite as much. There we go. And then I can hold that down. Let me close this up. And I'm going to get out Timid Tiger, which is one of our 25-27 in colors. And I like to hold my brush like this. And I like circles. One of the items coming out next month are leaves. And they have, I think they have masks with them too. So if you're a leaf person, and you'd see this and go, oh, that's great, except for some reason, do you see this right here? Is that not frustrating? So I have to get this stencil, which is really more of the detailed. And you kind of have an option. I could go over the whole thing, but I think I'm just going to do, I mean, that's kind of the beauty of these, is you can do some of it or all of it, but I just want to do those outer wings there. And I'm just going to come through with Golden Glow. Just love these ink pads, these new ink pads. And I'm just going to put that on the outer tips there. Now, if I came in, I could do all of that, but I really like how it looks without it, because the gold foil has the outline. What are the cats doing? Gus is currently hugging one of my shoes and doing his feet. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but that's what he's doing. I looked at him and he looks at me with like big eyes, like, I'm not doing anything. Okay. So then we have this beautiful foiled. Now, there are these little gaps, and so maybe you would want to do the whole thing, but I kind of like it like this. I even like that it's not perfect. So we have this beautiful, and we could do it in any colors we wanted. Now, I did not use the little bodies because I didn't need to, right? So I used 2 1/5 of the stencil on this one. So then you could, if you didn't like it in gold, you could do it in silver. It was kind of difficult to pick a favorite. I don't know, the gold with the, I always think looks nice. And we could die cut them out and make a card like this. I had to put them all on. So this is the gold. What'd I do on the inside? Oh, I put a little bit of that DSP there. Isn't that cute on the black polka dot? It was like hard to decide. I was like, I have a couple new embossing folders that are coming out next month. And I'm like, oh, do I emboss a background? I think it needed the black and white little polka dot. And there is the, you know, I didn't talk about that. The DSP sale is going on this month. And I haven't sorted through my DSP in some time, so I'm not sure actually what's current or not, but I will tell you what this paper was. This was the Artisan Sketched Garden 12x12, and it has like this flower pattern that you could color in or something, and then like it's all black and white. I don't know if it's available, don't know if it's one that's on sale, but if it is on sale and available, you should probably pick it up because it is kind of a fun black and white paper, and we could use our stencils there. Now, Anne-Marie, I have not committed yet to the Stampin' Foil system. Why do I care about these amazing, beautiful butterflies that right now I can't do much with? Well, you could just buy the stencils and you could end up with a card like this, minus the foil sentiment. So this one, I did do all 4 stencils, same colors. And on this one, I did use the Golden Glow over the whole thing. And then the body, I did Early Espresso. And then I think it would have been, I could add a little wink of Stella. So I did I didn't get a very good deal on my foil. I think it was going too fast through the deal, but it still works. It was kind of nerve-wracking that so I stenciled this, and then I thought, oh, I want the sentiment on it. And so I have these larger sentiments. These are available now. So I had to kind of like look at the Stampin' platform. I went, okay, I want the sentiment to be about here. Will it show up on the white? I think so, because it's foil. And I had to put it down. I put the foil piece on it, and then I had to go, all right, let's just try to get it straight. So the grids on the, let's just grab it real quick, because I feel like it's worthwhile to talk about this. So this is the classic greetings, and they even have dies that will cut out the word specifically. So I had, where's this one that I just did? So let's pretend like we were going to put it on here. Okay, I want this here. So that means I gotta do it about here. And so what's nice with these little grid lines on here, I could put this on straight. And once it was heated, then I had the foil, then I just had to go, all right, that's where it's going. And that's how I did it. And I think it turned out pretty great. I also think it would be fun to stencil onto different colors. So maybe lemon lolly, and then do the darker yellows and oranges, or like maybe hydrangea hue and put blues and purples on top of it. I think would look really amazing as well. So it is an option for you if you are a butterfly fan. You could just pick up the masks, and then at some point, if you end up with the foil system in a few months, you're not going to get to save the 10%, but you could always add the dies on separately, because I could have just easily die cut these out as well. And so you just kind of get a different look from the same bundle. I had all these great intentions that I was going to use some of these. So I had a thought of die cutting the little bodies out in vellum and putting them over the top. But then I thought, oh, then you're going to see the glue dot or something through it. So I ended up not doing that because I came up with this idea. So you may eagle-eyed, 2-tone cardstock. This is Golden Glow. This is a new embossing folder that's coming next month. And this is the Softly Woven 3D embossing folder. So just a great, you could probably think sweaters with it, but it's just kind of a great everyday texture. What did I do inside? Nothing inside. Fail. There's nothing inside. I could do, do you think I could do a butterfly? You think there's enough ink on these? I should have probably done them in order, been a little easier for me. If it doesn't turn out right, I could just put the white piece over it. Nope, that's not the right color. I don't know. Ooh, it's juicy. There we go. Now there's something inside, just like that. This is a little worrisome though, isn't it? Just make it look intentional. I can fix about anything, I feel. Tapping some of that ink off. There we go. Now I meant to do it on purpose. So there we go. Oh my gosh, look at that. You know, I've enjoyed these ink pads, but the more I use this, the more I'm like, sayonara, suckers! So if you are not aware, in May, all of the colors are moving to the magnetic ink pads. So if you have been in the market for new ink, just hold off. Ooh, I can show you this. Here's a preview. This is the new Stampin' Spots. They're called, but they don't even call them Stampin' Spots. What do they call it? Premium Stampin' Spot. And they're so nice to open, and then they store this. What do they stamp? Oh, they even stack on top of each other. So they're selling the uninked ones, and then there is going to be like little packs of that like have 3 colors. Isn't this so much cooler? These are going to be in our paper pumpkins, in the kits collection. This is in September. They're all going to be the new spot, and it's the felt pad. It's a lot. It's bigger. Let's see. Where's the current one? I've got a bunch of them. This one's not open. I don't want to open one that's not. I need to have a Stampin' Spot giveaway. Is this one open? This has got the label. I think it's got like a sticker on top, so you can see the size difference. And then the fact this is the lid. So when you store it, it'll be stored upside down, so the ink will be at the top of the pad versus this. We're all putting them upside down, and then sometimes we pick it up and the lid comes off. This is much more secure. So I hope if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber or love kits, or if you're just looking for an economical way to get colors, you can order these blank and then just order the refills. And then you don't need to have the giant pad. But I do love that they're not like hard on stacking, but it's not like there's a magnet. They're not like together, but they actually will, if you had it on your table, if you're at a crop or something, they're not going to slip off the stack unless like maybe the whole thing budges over. So I'm excited that I saw these sitting over there and I could share these with you. So these are coming next month, which does remind me, if you are not a Paper Pumpkin subscriber and you never have been, if you sign up before the 10th, you'll get 25% off your first subscription month. And that will be for August. So you'll get the little square one. And then in September, you'll get the premium Stampin' Spot. So I'd love to shout out in the comments if you're excited about the premium Stampin' Spots. You know, and if you're, if you're really interested in this, reach out to me. We can work out a deal. I have all the ink refills. So, maybe we can work something out and you can get some colors. Okay. I mean, kind of short, but I just wanted to show you something here. I like to show the cards this way too. So there's the finished. It's so pretty. And then here's the Get Well card. But, no foil on the butterflies. You could just put any sentiment on there. And here's the silver. So let's look at So here's the gold, and here's the silver. Maybe blues and purples would be really pretty with the silver. I mean, they would probably be, I mean, they look good no matter what. I'm so excited for the Christmas stuff with red and green. And where's our fun little pink and black card that we made at Stamp Club? Oh, there. I have thoroughly buried it. I think this turns out like pretty smart. Pink and black, can't go wrong. And I'm also really excited about the pearlized one, especially for like the polka dot background, or it could be like snow polka dot background, could be the pearlized or silver. There's no blue foil yet. I don't know. I just love the foil stuff. And I know it's an investment, but you could always sign up to be a demonstrator and get a discount. And there are some changes coming in October with that. So if you are someone who is maybe thinking about signing up to be a demonstrator, reach out to me, and I can talk to you about what changes are coming to being a demonstrator. Demonstratorship. I don't know. Some people are really upset about it. I'm like, I can't control things. It's not going to prevent me from being here Tuesday night at 6:30 and doing my thing and foiling. Oh, here it is. Can't point to it because I have it. I just love you so much. I really do. I love it. Each time I do it, I just love it more and more. So I really appreciate you all being here. I hope you liked these little projects. You know, nothing complicated, but again, wanted to show you that you could just get the stencils and get these soft kind of butterflies, if you're a butterfly person, or taking the stencil onto a scrapbook page to do some accents as well would be amazing. But if you had the foil system, like these foiled butterflies as accents on your summer pages or fall in the garden, would be just fantastic. So I will be here next Tuesday. Yes, I believe so. If not, I'll record something, but I think I'm good. Not sure what we're doing yet. I need to think about that. I have several new things that are slowly trickling in. There is a chance my order I placed today already shipped, which is kind of crazy. So we might start Christmas, because I don't know if that Christmas stuff gets here. I won't be able to control myself. I'll be completely honest. So, as always, I appreciate your support. Thank you for being here. Links to my social are down in the comments. So to Facebook, you can go watch me prep for this video a little bit. I did that just before coming on here. I have Instagram, so some things get cross-posted, some things don't. So if you just want to see pictures of things, Instagram is your jam. If you want to see crazy videos and pictures as well, and get notifications about my YouTube, Facebook is definitely where you want to be. You can reach out to me through my email address, through Facebook Messenger, all of the things. If you have questions about anything you see on the online store, happy to answer those for you, or find the answer if I don't know, because that does happen. I don't know everything, just most things. And as I say before I log off, my spinner is very disheveled, but for less than $1, you can send a smile. You can send this less than $1. Tell somebody to get well. Tell somebody happy birthday. Stamp is still less than $1. Not too many things we can do for less than $1. Even as postage goes up, it's still a pretty... I mean, if you already have all the supplies, people. Let's be honest. If you're watching this, you probably have all the things. You should probably get this too. So you have all the things. Spend the extra $1, less than $1, and send to the things to brighten somebody's day. We'll see you next week. Thanks for being here.